Hello ladies, come on today to share a couple of my projects with you. The first one, unfortunately it's too large to show you all at once. It's one of the wall hanging organisers that I like to alter. So I found this beautiful fresh green trim and I really fell for the colour of it. So I decided to put 2 rows on the top of it, and I added all the wee flat back pearls to it. Each wee flower has a flat back pearl. And then I added this white lace, and again I covered it in flat back pearls. The 3 pockets, they're exactly the same, so I put down a square shaped lace. It's actually a trim, so I cut it up, and then I added 3 doilies. These wee leaves, there's 3, but you can't really see a terrible lot of them, and added this wee flower on top. The wee green buttons I thought went really well with this trim, so I added 1 to each corner, and each pocket is exactly the same. Down each side around another piece of this green trim, again covered in flat back pearls. Across the middle I added 2 rows of it. The bottom half, the 2 large pockets, I'll turn it sideways so that you can see it all. I made this lovely poofy vari-dimensional flower. Then I added this vintage doily. On 2 corners I put these wee wooden butterfly buttons, and across the top 3 of the green square buttons. On this pocket I cut up this leaf applique, and then I added all the wee flat back pearls down the middle of it. This rosette trim already had the leaves and the pearls attached, and then I added this lovely pearl frill at the bottom, and it's really lovely and full. So that's my first project. And the second one is one of my altered gift bags. I fabric padded image this wee pink trim to frame it. 2 rows of this lovely gathered lace with pearls in it. 3 of these wee white flowers, and a nice pink velvet bow on the bottom, and a lovely full tulle trim. On the back, 1 row of this gathered lace with the pearls. 3 wee pink flowers again, and this time the pink velvet bow on the top, and this applique, quite dimensional again, in the middle. So that's my first gift bag. The second one, I put this image on, but I didn't pad it, and put this pearl and diamante trim as a frame, and then I think it's 3 rows of this plated tulle, and on the bottom this really pink tulle frame. This pink tulle trim, can't talk today. And on the back of it I added a row of the pleated tulle, more of the diamante and pearl trim, and I added these 4 beautiful flowers to each corner. That's my puppy here barking in the background. Nicola Mason, I'm in her group, which is my Shabby Craft Corner, and she challenged her members this week to make an envelope and decorate it. So this is my envelope. Now it's paper, but this bit's doubled up. Now I have to line this to cover in the trim. So anyway, you start off, and I made it with this lovely patterned rose paper. Place this lace across it and added this pearl frill trim. Around the envelope flap, I cut up wedding applique. It was ready, all the wee pearls were ready on it. And then I added this very fine white trim, to which I added flat back pearls all down. And when you turn it over, I added the flat back pearls to the other side. You can see a wee bit more of the paper on this one because I really like it and I didn't want to hide it completely. So I placed this wedding applique on it. A nice wee pink patterned wooden frame with 2 wee flowers in it. And another 2 wee flowers in the corner. So that was my response to the challenge. She then did another challenge, and it was to alter something that was destined for the trash and turn it into something nice. So this is what I come up with. This is a pin cushion made out of a tuna can. And what I did was I added batting around the sides so that, you know, they're soft to touch. I added this dusky pink trim, and all these wee ab crystals were added singly. Placed these 2 wee flowers on the front. On the top, I cut an applique up and covered it, but it's, as you can see, it's very handy. And then I put this marabou trim around the top and the bottom. And this is the bottom of it. This is the tuna can. But I'm going to have to take these 3 wee feet off because I didn't place them evenly. But that was my trash to treasure. And really quite accidentally, I have entered, or I'm part of Woolly Steph's ATC swap each month. So I needed to make something to hold the ATCs that I receive. So I took Nature Valley biscuits. I took 2 of their boxes, stuck them together, and made this folder out of them. On the inside, I added this newspaper type fabric, and it's on both sides. I added this gorgeous wee cotton fastener, and it's like 2 wee flowers. So it'll give me, you know, I'm going to be adding to this. On the front, I then placed this vintage doily. And each centre I added a pearl heart. Across the top I put this black lace with like a square beaded trim on it. In the middle, this is actually 2 bits of trim. You know, it's just the black rose and the beige. So I joined them together. And down the middle I added this black rosette trim with a wee pearl in it. Along the bottom I added this black, it's not very dangly, like, but this black lace, and then this wee iridescent trim to finish it off, and it's the same right round. So that's going to be my ATC holder. I keep receiving these from Amazon. And the more I looked at it, the more I thought it looked like a clutch. So this is what I came up with. Now, the only thing on this that isn't scrap is this plaited sari silk. Everything else was in my scrap box. um, I laid white linen on it, which you can't really see. And then really I just started adding the scraps. And some of these with the diamante on, I was altering picture frames, so rather than put the diamantes on or the crystals on when it's on the frame, I would do it on the actual trim. And sometimes you do more than is needed, so inside I added more, and it's lined with the white linen. You can probably see it on the sides there. So that's the front of it. The sides I just added cotton to, and that's scrap. And that is the back of my altered clutch. So to reduce my scrap bag, I'm going to do a white one and a pink and white one. So that's my projects for today. Thanks for watching, ladies, and bye for now.